We'll begin seated on the floor. And we, as usual, try to establish a relatively comfortable, tall and upright posture. Taking a moment to settle before softening your gaze or closing your eyes. And intentionally begin to gather awareness inward as you land body, mind, heart, and spirit here in this moment. There's a big sigh in there, let the sigh go. If there's a movement or a stretch your body needs, to enjoy that. And just a sense of starting to gather your attention in a way that you can be alert and present for all that unfolds during this time of practice. Time to unhook from the activities of the day and to simply take a breath as you note how the body's feeling. To notice the level and the quality of your energy. To touch in deeply with your heart, your spirit. And to take note of what is it that you most need from this time, this practice this evening. Is there a quality or an energetic that you'd like to cultivate? Is there a part of you that feels it needs to be held, to be nurtured, to be honored in some way? As you feel into what's arising, do you sense that there's a need to upregulate or downregulate your nervous system? Do you need to calm or become more alert? And how will you support that and honor that as we go through practice? And as you sense into what you need, is there a word that describes it? I need to energize, I need to relax, I need to stretch, I need to be still. I need to calm these busy thoughts. I need to create clarity. Just notice what it is. And consider for a moment a time or moment in your life when you actually experience that quality. How did it feel in your body? How did it show up at the level of your mind? How did it feel energetically? Can you bring in that physical, energetic, and mind state into your awareness now? Letting the body mirror, reflect, remember that experience in as much detail as possible. As if you were an actor on a stage taking on that quality, Really feel into how it would show up, what it would look like, what it would feel like. This process of invoking a quality within our being is called creating a bhavana, to create an affect. And the practice is once that quality is starting to be felt, can be fully felt in the body, you let go of the context, you let go of the story, you let go of the memory, but to try to allow that felt sense to linger. In this way, we create neural connections and a new avenue within the mind body for accessing this quality. The more we practice, the easier it comes. So my invitation tonight as we go through practice is whenever you can, recall and embody your bhavana. Whatever that quality is that you like to welcome into your practice. So with that in mind, as you inhale, sit a bit taller, welcoming in that quality with this tall, upright posture. And as you exhale, let that quality move through you as you round into a cat pose. And as you inhale, a sense of rising into that quality, like a wave rising. And as you exhale, let it fall into your bones. And 3 more movements with the breath. Staying with your bhavana, your intention, your quality, the very best you are able. The very next time that you round out into cat pose, to hold in the cat with the head and neck as relaxed as feels comfortable. Take a moment to imagine the back of your body was pressed into the back of a cylinder, and begin to roll the spine around in that cylinder as you lean to the left, and then press the heart space into the front of the cylinder before rolling around to the right. Nice and slow, trying to imagine the cylinder and just smoothing out the inside of that cylinder. And can you do it sustaining the quality of your bhavana? The next time you press into the front of your cylinder, go the other way, reverse direction. And keep it as smooth and fluid as you are able. Noticing the shape the spine takes on as you go through the movement, and how the movement actually warms and wakes up all the muscles surrounding the spine. The very next time your heart reaches into the front of your cylinder, pause there. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart a little higher, lift the bridge of the nose a little higher, come to seated cow pose. Soften the jaw. Let the eyes relax a little more deeply. Release the eyelids. And feel yourself right here, right now, ready for practice. And from this position, adjust the spine to what feels neutral. Option to come into abdominal breathing or alternate nostril. In abdominal breathing, I welcome you to rest your hands below the navel and to find your mudra or gesture for alternate nostril. We'll be blocking with the right hand, the right nostril, as we inhale left. And as always, just before exhale, change nostrils. Either be quiet or still within yourself, or if it's welcoming, to create a sense of enlivening that bhavana, enlivening that quality within your being on the inhale, and letting that quality settle right down into your bones as you exhale. Comfortable pace with the breath, not forcing nor striving. Breath traveling up one side to center of the brain. Breath traveling to the opposite side of the brain before it comes back down. Like you are breathing into alternating hemispheres of the brain. Bhavana present. Those working with hands on belly this evening, let the breath find its comfortable maximum. Those working with alternate nostril, you might find how the breath naturally progresses toward that. You don't need to push it. But the natural slowing down of the breath that tends to happen with this particular pranayama encourages a natural movement toward that comfortable maximum. We're going to stay just about another minute. Keep returning to that quality, that bhavana. If you're not certain you're hearing me accurately, I'm going to spell bhavana for you. It's B-H-A-V-A-N-A, bhavana. Those with alternate nostril, next time you exhale through the left nostril, that will complete the round. We'll all come back to a position of hands on lap, spine tall, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Pausing briefly. Noticing any effect from the breathing practice. Maybe a slowing down, a quieting, maybe a sense of greater alertness. Just notice what's true. And if what's true is I don't know, that's what's true, and that's fine. Here we'll bring the hands to the floor at our sides. We're going to alternate with the breath, left to right in side bends. We'll start by raising the right arm on inhale and inhaling all the way over to the left. And then exhaling, same thing, other side. So we work each movement on half a breath. Inhale up, exhale over, and just continue. Inhaling center, exhaling deep side stretch. Slow it down to match the pace of breath. When you finish the exhale, you finish your bend. When you finish the inhale, you're fully seated. And then you start movement on exhale, you come in completely. Smooth. Eyes either fixed on a point or closed. Relaxed, easeful attitude along with easeful movement. Let's hold the next time we're bending toward the left. So when left hand's down, right arms over, come to that hold. And as you inhale, back out just about a third. And then exhale, go back in. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, back out a third. Exhale, go back in. Here's the last one. Inhale, back out. Exhale, sink into not too much, not too little. Gaze forward or up. And holding on, full breaths for 4. Anchor down through the right buttock, hip. Stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. And when your breaths are done, please inhale up and exhale, same posture, other side. Anchoring now through the left buttock hip. Let's do halfway or 1/3 movements. Inhale, back out. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, lift 1/3 of the way out. Exhale, go back in. And one more time, inhale, back out 1/3 of the way. Nice. Exhale, come back in and hold. Face jaw relax, gaze forward or up. Settle in. Mindful presence of what's arising in the body. Full breaths for 3 more. And stay 2. Please take all the time needed. When done, inhale, rise up. When up, keep left arm up, bring right arm up too. Palms together, interlace fingers, press up. As you press up, ease the shoulders down, create some space between your earlobes and those shoulders. Find both sitting bones, both buttocks, and drop them a little deeper into the earth. Sit bones going down, arms rising up, shoulders stay soft. And let's hold here for 3. And stay for 2. Offer it another breath. When done, please bend your arms, bringing fingertips to tops of shoulders and allowing the elbows to sink to the waist. Let's draw circles with the elbows, circle forward, up and back. Make these circles as large as your shoulder will welcome. And do 4 circles in each direction. And really try to notice how you're mobilizing the entire joint, all parts of the shoulder joint. And when you're done with 4 in one direction, take it around for 4 more. Take as much time as you need. The 4th time, the elbows circle to the waist. Release the arms to the side for a moment. And offer yourself a few moments in stillness. To welcome in an awareness of the felt sense of your bhavana, of your quality. And allow yourself to carry that with you as we continue with our movement. If eyes are closed, please allow them to open. I welcome you to place cushions and mats or cushions and props off to the side. Stay with your mat. And we're going to straighten both legs out in front of us with the feet slightly flexed, toes pointing to the sky. Here, bring just the right knee into chest, interlace the hands around the right knee. And draw the knee in enough so your foot is actually floating off the ground. Left foot remains flexed as we inhale and flex the right foot, pushing through the heel, straightening the left. And exhale, bend the knee, relax the ankle and foot. And once again, inhale, flex the foot, push through the heel, straighten. On your exhale, bend. Repeat that 3 more times, and most important is to not round or collapse into this, but keep that spine nice and long. The last time that you extend your leg out, push through the heel. Straight is more important than height. So if straight has to happen here, let it happen here. That's good. Wherever you can find a comfortably straight leg without force, settle the shoulders, keep the heart lifted, and breathe full breaths. Let's stay for 4 breaths. And stay for 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When done, we're going to try a half hero pose. So I'd like you to bend the right knee and cross the right foot over the left leg and let the right knee relax toward the leg. Some will be able to stack knees. Some of you, your knee will be a little out to the right. Doesn't matter, but to try to let this knee relax down as much as you can. Sit tall with hands forward of the left leg. And as you exhale, go slowly. This can be a really intense hamstring stretch. You don't want to feel it in the knee. So you come only as far forward as you need to. We try to work to maintain that long neutral spine. So if you feel like you're collapsing, the chest over the belly, think about lifting the heart, shoulders down, gaze at toes. Some will feel it in the leg, others will start to feel it in the buttocks, like we do a full hero pose. Some might feel both. And we practice bringing our quality in. Can we ride the waves of experience, sustaining that felt sense without it pulling us off course? For 3 more breaths. And stay for 2. Give it just another breath. When done, gently back away and release that right leg forward. Right foot flex, toes up, left knee coming in. Make sure your weight is equally distributed left to right. Sometimes it can help to literally draw your buttock muscle back so you can land your sit bones on the floor. Left knee toward chest, foot off the ground. Spine long, shoulders down. And on inhale, flex that left foot, straighten the leg. And as you exhale, bend the knee, relax the ankle. Inhale, flex and straighten. Exhale, bend, relax the ankle. 3 more, keeping that spine nice and tall. The last time that you straighten the leg, work towards straight leg more than height. Height doesn't really matter here. Push through the heel, find breath, gaze at toes, and breathe. 4 more breaths. And stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When done, we'll try that half hero on the other side. So bend the knee, left foot crosses to the right side of the right leg, and we push the knee down as far down, it might be up, but as much as it can, we relax it down. Maybe the knees are stacked. Right hand is forward of the shin, shoulders down. Left foot is flexed. So as you're flexing this right foot, also tighten the muscles of the right leg, like you were hugging your thigh muscles to the bone. Many will feel the kneecap lift. You want to keep that lift in the knee as you exhale and come forward, because that engagement of the legs will keep the knee in a healthy position as you come forward. Remember, we don't want to feel stretch in the joint. So if you're feeling a lot happening in your knee, you should back away or try tightening the thigh muscle a little more deeply and see if that takes that discomfort away. Nice full breaths for 4. And stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When you're done, to gently back away from that, allow the left leg to come forward. And here we're going to bend the right knee again, bringing the right foot in toward the right thigh. And we're going to allow the right knee to relax out to the side, a half-bound angle position. And remember, you can always prop underneath that right knee if it's too much on the hip. Instead of keeping the left leg forward here, I'd like you to move the left leg out to the side. So right now, my shoulders and chest are forward, my leg is out to the left. And eventually, I'd like everyone to rotate their spine toward this left leg. And here, hands are on the floor, one on each side. We're going to do that little fiddlehead movement. We're going to let the head drop, and we're going to round ourselves in toward the knee. And then we're going to roll ourselves out. Now, if rounding isn't appropriate for your spine, you're going to exhale and lean toward the knee and inhale back out. So you're choosing what's best for you. Either tuck the chin and round as if you were trying to bring your head toward the knee, or you work neutral, in and out. So find what's best for you. Not this time, but the next time you come in, either rounded or neutral, hold where you are. And stay full breaths for 4. And stay for 3. Give it 2 more breaths. And coming out however you went in. So if you went in long, you come out long. If you went in rounded, unwind and come up. And here, we're going to keep the leg put, but we're going to turn the spine to face forward again with the left hand on the left leg, right hand on the right knee. Left foot is flexed. Inhale, sit tall. And as you exhale, lean toward the left leg. Don't round toward it, so we keep that right shoulder back, but on the exhale, lean toward the left leg and inhale back out. And let's do that 3 more times. Exhale, lean in toward the straight leg. Inhale, move away from the leg. 2 more, holding the last one. And the last time you're in, you want to find that place of not too much, not too little. If you reach the foot, you can grab the foot. If you don't reach the foot, tuck your fingers under your calf or your ankle, and we'll all raise the right arm up to the sky. Reach up, and if comfortable, lower the right arm down toward the side of your head. And find breath, and we're looking for length and opening through the right side of the body. And stay with it best you can for 3 more breaths. And stay 2. Offer it another breath. When you're done, rise out of the pose. We're going to reverse the position of the legs. So left foot comes in, right leg goes out into a half straddle pose or a half butterfly in yin. And feel free again to prop under the left knee if that hip would like the support. We're going to inhale, lengthen, exhale. We're going to turn the trunk to face the right leg, hands on floor. So same choice here, either exhale, fiddlehead, burn in toward the knee, or hinge from the hip as you come forward. And inhale back out. And exhale, lean forward. Inhale, unwind, come up. 2 more times, your style, pace of your breath. And the last time you come in, hold either rounded with head on knee. It's safer for my spine to work long, so I'm not rounded. But if it's fine for your back to round, experiment with it that way. Gazes toward the knee or toward the toes. And I remind myself, I invite you to remind yourself of your bhavana, of the quality you're evoking throughout practice. Full breaths for 3 more. And stay 2. Give it 1 more breath. When you're done, either rolling or rising all the way up. Once up, the trunk twists to face forward with the pelvis. So shoulders aligned over pelvis, left hand on knee, right hand on leg. And as you exhale, you're going to keep the shoulder girdle in this plane as you lean to the right. And inhale back out. 3 more times at the pace of your breath. And it's not unusual for the 2 sides to be really different, to be able to go deeper on one side than the other. Not unusual at all. The last time you come in, you grab the foot toe or tuck your hand underneath the back of the calf or shin. And eventually on an inhale, the arm will rise. And as you exhale, the arm lowers toward the head. Inhale, arm to sky. Exhale, arm toward the head. And one last time, inhale, arm to sky. Exhale, arm overhead. Reach long through the arm, find breath. Notice if the chest is collapsing down toward the belly and draw that sternum away from the navel. Hold and breathe full breaths for 3 more. Nice full breaths, stay 2. Offer it another breath. And when done, rise all the way up. Once up, keep the right leg put. Let the left leg open into a comfortably wide straddle. Remember, you can open the straddle by bringing your hands behind you and pushing the pelvis forward. So everybody has a different width. It has a lot to do with the shape of our bones. So be wherever you are with joy. Hands on chin, shoulders down. And we reach with the heart here. So we're really looking for a pelvic tilt here. Like you were taking the bowl of the pelvis and spilling it out in front of you. Spine stays long. Push through the heels. Inhale, grow a little longer. Exhale, see if the body welcomes going deeper. We haven't done a big focus on legs in a while. We haven't done a lot of seated poses in a while. So just thought I'd change it up a bit. Find breath. We will get to the upper body. And stay with it for 3 more. Deep inhale, full exhale, stay 2 more. Give it 1 more breath. And when you're done, to ease on out. When out, please bring the legs together with knees bent. You can walk the heels in as close to the body as your body welcomes. Wrap the arms around the hands or knees. And like you were squeezing a tube of toothpaste, let the spine rise up as you squeeze those legs. And stay in skunk position for 3 breaths. Deep inhale, full exhale, stay 2. Just another breath. When you're done, release the legs. Let the feet step a little forward, move the knees to the side, and then come around into table pose. Knees at hip width, wrists a little forward of the shoulders. Let's start out here with some active Chakravakasana. So we'll begin by raising the right arm forward, left leg behind, and on the exhale, elbow and knee come toward each other. Inhale, firm the tummy, straighten everything out. Exhale, draw in. That was 2. Let's try 3 more. Growing long on inhale and drawing in on exhale. Now, after you finish those 3 repetitions, adding a hold, left leg behind, right arm forward, flex the left foot, push through the heel, and stay for 4. Deep inhale, full exhale, stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When you're done, keep the leg up, bring the hand down. And on inhale, lift the left leg a little higher. Exhale, bring the left leg to hip level. Inhale, left leg goes a little higher. Exhale, the leg finds hip level. And one last time, inhale, take the leg up. Exhale, level out the leg, then bring knee to mat. Feet together, knees wide, wide knee child, pressing the buttocks as far back as feels comfortable. Pause in child, breath into back body, filling back lungs, back ribs deeply, fully on inhale. And let the breath out slowly on the exhale. 2 more, deep inhale. Slow release on exhale. And one more time when you're ready. When you complete that final deep breath, let the breath settle in the body. Watch the breath. And on an inhale, return to table, adjusting the knees back to hip width. And here it's Chakravarkasana on the opposite side. So left arm, right leg. As you inhale, raise them both. And as you exhale, left elbow and knee move toward each other. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, draw in. And 3 more times. Remembering your bhavana. So as you come into the hold, to the best of your ability, cultivate the feeling of your quality in your body. Full deep breaths for 4. And stay for 3. 2 more breaths. When you're done, remember just the hand down, leg stays out behind. And on an inhale, the leg lifts a little higher. Exhale, it levels to hip level. Inhale, leg goes up a little. Exhale, the leg levels out. And 2 more, your pace. Always with the breath. When you've leveled out the leg for the final time, then bend the knee. Then any variation of child, keep the knees hip width or go wider. And once you sink into that child, lower the head onto support, be it the floor or your fists or a block. And just stop a moment. And recall your quality. Recall your bhavana. And let the felt sense of it be everywhere, as if it were glowing in each and every cell. 3 more breaths. When done, inhale to table and exhale, downward dog. So visit your dog in whatever way you'd like. In stillness, in movement. And if you're using movement, I encourage you to go slowly, to really open to the felt sense of everything. The weight of the hands on the floor, the support of your arm bones, the position of the shoulders, let the shoulders open. Let the spine extend long. And begin to work the legs. They might feel really ready for down dog tonight after all the work we've done on the floor. But eventually let yourself come to stillness in your fullest expression of down dog, straight legs or bent knees. Be true to you and give it 3 more breaths. We're going to step right into warrior 1. So when you're ready, maybe that right leg reaches out behind to gather some momentum to draw that right foot between the hands, hop or jump. Spin your back heel, left heel to the floor. Get that back foot planted. Legs should not be on a balance beam. Right knee over ankle, arms like wings. Inhale, rise up, take the arms up. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. 3 more breaths with the arms. Sunrise breath. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more. The last time the hands come to the heart, keep them there, press into palms, push out through heels. Try raising the front toes. So the ball of the foot stays down, but the toes try to lift away. And feel the 4 points of the foot anchor equally. And let's stay here for 4 more breaths. Take your time. When your breaths are done, to inhale, come up, straightening the leg, and then release the arms for a moment. Circle the wrists 3 times in each direction. And after wrist circles, hands come to hips. Right hand is nudging the right hip back. And as you ground the feet, tightening the legs, begin to hinge. Hinge toward halfway down, wherever you can go with a long neutral spine. And if it works for you, stretch the arms out alongside the body. Reach the fingers back and notice how this helps to draw the shoulders away from the ears. Beam your heart forward, so chest moves away from the abdomen. And stay for 4. Right hip pressing back, feet grounding, legs engaged. Stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When you're done, bring hands back to hips. Keep the spine long, bend the right knee over the ankle. Come back to warrior for a moment. From warrior, lean forward. Start to hop or glide the left foot forward, eventually coming to stalk position, raising that left knee forward. Stalk can be done with hands on hips, hands at heart, or arms rising overhead. Let the shoulders settle down, get your focal point, and become alert to your proprioceptive awareness holding you in place. All those little checks and balances your body's making. And stay for 4 more. Best you can, stay 3. 2 more breaths. Let's try to go back to warrior. So when you're ready, forward foot reaches way back, step back, knee over ankle. When there, on an exhale, hinge and fold, hands to floor or blocks. We're going to step back to plank and then press the hips back to down dog. And hold down dog for 4 breaths. And stay 3. We're going to grow our 2 poses on the other side. So when you're done, maybe left leg rises for momentum. And then in whatever way works for you, draw that left foot between the hands and spin the back foot, right heel to the ground. Anchor that foot. With knee bent over the ankle, arms form wings, and we rise up. We stretch all the way up. And then we bring the hands together, hands to heart in warrior pose. Settle into the hips, knee over ankle. Back foot actively grounded. Please hold for here for 4 breaths. And stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When you're done, inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, release the arms, wrist circles again. Really loosening and shaking those wrists out 3 or 4 times in each direction. And when your wrist circles are done, bring hands to hips. Left hand is now nudging that left hip back. Hip stays back as you begin to reach with the heart and hinge toward a half fold. Find your stopping point. Push back through the left buttock, gazes down. Hands either remain on the hips or reach out behind, palms facing inward. Sternum away from belly, full breaths. And let's hold here together for 4 more breaths. Anchor into the back foot, stay 3. 2 more breaths. When you're done, allow the hands to find the hips. Let that forward knee bend. Rise up into warrior. Let's do a deep inhale here, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Lean a little forward, walk, hop the back foot in, and eventually shift weight down through the left leg as you raise the right knee. And you can stay with praying stalk or arms overhead, whatever is best. Breath is full. And we hold on here best we can for 4 breaths. And stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. We're going to try the step back into warrior slowly. Take it only as far back as you can and still feel stable. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, hands to floor or blocks. Let's go to plank here. And in that plank, firm the belly, staying on straight arms or forearms, high on toes. Back of thigh bones reaching to sky. Where's your quality? Bhavana, welcome it in. Can that bhavana be present in all circumstances? Full breaths for 5. Bringing knees down if needed, stay 4. 3 more breaths. Know that when you're done, we'll land on the belly so you can come down in whatever way feels safe and honoring for you. When you're down, arms can move to the side body, palms down. Inner legs and feet drawn toward one another. I welcome you to take a deep, full inhaling breath. And with an exhale and a sigh, just let everything go. We're going to work a sequence with both arms and both legs. Know that if that's too strong tonight, that you can alternate sides. You could do right arm, left leg on the diagonal, and then the reverse, or the whole right body, then the whole left body. So either way, you're going to lengthen first. And on the inhale, maybe lengthening, lifting both arms, legs, chest, and head into full boat. And then exhale, alternating your head direction as you lay it down. So continue either alternating sides for a total of 3 to each side, or in and out for a total of 6. And the 6th one will be the hold. So if you're alternating side to side, hold on your last set. And let the body choose the length of holding. Now, those who are working the full boat, if you get in and you find you want more oomph, you bend the knees for bow pose. So you choose where you want to hold this. Long, full breaths. And again, body chooses, body's choice. Try to be buoyant in the pose. A sense of relaxed presence. A balance between will and surrender. Bhavana present. When it is time to release, to let it happen on an exhale. No force, no strain. And once you have released, let everything go. I invite everyone to bend their knees and to allow the feet to swish or sway gently from side to side. And then taking the legs to stillness and one foot down at a time. We're going to push up to table pose. And we'll all stop for a moment in table. And from table, exhale, cat pose, hold cat pose. Stay here 3 breaths. And 2. When done, head first to child, elbows bend, head lowers toward the ground, and then the buttocks reach back toward the heel. Full child, using props and hands and arms, however you need to also support the head. Breath moving into the back body. Full of breath, full of presence. In just a few moments, we're going to be transitioning onto our backs, and the poses will be done with or without a strap. Most of you have done these, and you kind of know when we do our leg stretches whether or not you need a strap. So if you do need one, to get it. I will demonstrate all with the straps, so those using strap will know how to do it. If you're not using a strap, you're mostly working with your toe or your foot, with your hands on the toe or the foot. But more important, again, straight leg than worrying about holding your foot or toe. That's kind of secondary to what we're doing. So we're going to start out on the back with just the strap nearby. We don't need it yet. Let's do a little pelvic movement with the head, so hands interlaced underneath the head. And just settle here for a moment. Connect deeply with the rhythm of the breath. If not yet though, if you were moving, what would you be doing with the breath? How would you be moving your spine with the breath? Is there some sense of natural connection here? So when you're ready, exhale, navel to spine, and as the lower back flattens, float the arms and head up. And as you inhale, lower the arms and head, arch your back. Exhale, flatten and lift. Inhale, lower and arch. 3 more times. Follow your breath. Feel the dance between breath and movement. Anytime the belly's being compressed, we're exhaling. When we're opening, stretching, expanding belly and chest, we're inhaling. So when you finish all your sets, relax the spine to neutral. Can release the arms and find your strap. If it's rolled or folded, unwind it. We'll start out with bent legs, and I'll offer you options for straightening the legs as we go. So right knee moves to chest, and we place the middle of the thigh around the ball of the foot, and we're going to press the right heel up to the ceiling. So as we're pulling gently on the thigh, we're really pushing up through the heel. So we're going into pretty deep, what they call dorsiflexion of the ankle. We can hold one edge of the thigh with each hand. And on the inhale, pushing the heel to the ceiling, and on the exhale, drawing the leg in. So before deciding what to do with your left leg, I want you to notice how your back feels here. And if you'd like to try straightening your left leg, do so, but make sure the position of your pelvis isn't compromised by straightening the leg, or that the sensation doesn't get uncomfortably too intense. So keep working up through the heel. And as you exhale, you draw the leg into a place of not too much, not too little. And once you find that comfortable maximum stretch, I'm going to ask you to grab the thigh with your right hand, place your left hand on top of your left hip. So the left hand is used to anchor the pelvis to the ground, and you're going to slowly begin to lower that right leg out to the right, only as far as you can go without letting that left side of the pelvis fly off the ground. Push through the heel, and as you're pulling on the thigh, you're drawing the leg up toward the side body, as if you were trying to bring your big toe into your right ear, just to give you a sense of direction. And stay with it. Full breaths for 3 more. And stay 2. When you're done, use the thigh and the arm to draw the leg up. And remember, if you're not working with the thigh, you're holding that big toe. Once the leg is back up, keep it up. Slip your left foot into the thigh, bend the right knee and bring the right foot to the floor. You're welcome to start with one hand on each side of the thigh. You're pulling the toes toward the knee as you push up through the heel, establishing a straight leg. Keeping the pelvis on the ground, sacrum on the ground. On exhale, you draw the leg toward you to find that comfortable maximum stretch. Seeking a feeling in the belly of the muscle, not in the knee joint, not in the joint. Gazes upward toward the toes, jaw relaxed. And we remind ourselves of our bhavana, of that quality brought to practice tonight. Full deep breaths. Thigh moving into left hand. Right hand on top of the right side of the pelvis, right hip. Right side is anchored as we push through the heel and lower the left leg out to the left, and we're drawing the leg up toward the side of the body. And the right leg is straight or bent, whatever works for you, without straining the back. Full deep breaths. 4 more breaths. Not rushing it, but when you're done, raise the left leg up. Bend the right knee if it's straight, and we're going to bring the right foot into the thigh with the left So both feet are inside the tie. Please move your hands down toward the ends of your tie. Hold on to the tie tightly and now separate your feet into a straddle, as wide as your body and the strap will take you. Push through the heels, legs are as straight as possible. Anchor the sacrum firm on the floor and draw straddled legs in toward you, just as much as you need to. Maybe you don't need to pull in at all. Keep working out through those heels. Connect with breath. And as you exhale, your quality fills the body. As you find a place of ease with whatever is arising, let the quality support that. Let's try 4 more breaths. A fun way to release this when you're ready is to just pull on the blocks and allow the feet to glide back together, not on the blocks, on the strap. And once the feet are together, keep them together, push up through the heels, and use the tie to hold yourself in the legs up position. You don't have to pull the legs in closer. More important is the sacrum's on the ground. You're pushing up through the heels and using the strap to support you in sustaining this inversion for about a minute. I'm going to stay here about a minute. And just while we're here, I want to tell you what we're going to do next. So we're going to come to our final twist. And I'm going to give you 2 options. I think many of you will bend the knees to chest and release the tie for your twist. But some might enjoy coming into a twist with straight legs. If you have lower back issues, I would not suggest straight legs. So either way, the arms will be, well, if you're keeping the tie, left arm is a wing. If you've released the tie, both arms are at wing. And on the exhale, you lower the knees right. If you're using the tie, you control the movement with the tie, and the legs or knees go right, head goes left. So honor your body. Choose the twists that will be most satisfying and safe for you. And once you land in the twist, as always, move and adjust in any way that will serve the body. Again, connect with the rise and fall of breath. Fill yourself with the quality of your bhavana, maybe invoking the experience you invoked earlier to support you in really feeling that quality. Sense of allowing that quality to shine brightly in every single cell. Every part of you awake to that bhavana, your heart awake to it, your mind, your emotions, your spirit, all awake and holding the quality of your bhavana. Yogis have used bhavana practice for eons. It's in some of the earliest literature. Science is finally catching up. Three more breaths on this side. When done, inhaling everything to center. And eventually, same pose, opposite side. Care for your body as gently as you would if you were caring for someone else's body. A child, a parent, a friend. As gently as you would touch them, touch yourself. Bhavana present. 3 more breaths. Take your time. When 3 breaths are done, to inhale it all to center. Knees moving into the chest, in center. Apanasana, knee to chest. If there's any little movement that you need to make to feel complete with your practice, take a moment to do so. And when you feel satisfied and complete, to then lay out comfortably in Shavasana, adding clothing or covering in a blanket. And here you are. Embrace it. Embrace this moment of rest. See how the quality of your bhavana might help support this opportunity to rest. Imagine any tension remaining in the musculoskeletal system. Imagine it softening. Bones and muscles all becoming heavy, all releasing into the support of the ground beneath you. Whole skeleton, all the muscles surrounding the skeleton, softening and letting go. Heavy and relaxed. Each exhale, releasing. Each exhale, letting go, and letting go. Allow for the breath to deepen. And take a little time to stretch, to move in a way that feels just right. And whenever ready, I welcome you to join me in a comfortable seated posture with your eyes closed. As you recall once again your bhavana, just notice how you're feeling right now. And how and if the practice of evoking that quality has impacted how you feel in this moment. How could a practice, a regular practice of bhavana in your life, support you in cultivating qualities that you desire to feed or nurture more or make more alive from within yourself? So it's not about pulling in something else from outside of ourselves, but instead actually remembering what that quality feels like. There is no quality, emotion, or experience that lives outside. So we do this in a practice of feeding the seeds of the qualities that are important to us. With gratitude for this time, I welcome you to bring hands to heart. If you'd like, please join me in the chanting of Om, taking in a breath. Om. Om Shanti. Shanti Shanti, peace. Peace for each of you, and peace for all beings everywhere.